Okay, everybody. Now close your eyes, and I want you to think about the two words, mood and tone. Close your eyes, please. Raise your hand if you could describe the word mood without looking at your flashcard, but in your own words. You've heard the word mood before. What do you mean when you're talking about mood, without even looking at the flashcard, without even thinking about language arts? What are we talking about when we use the word mood? I don't know. Emotions, okay. If you said, I'm in a bad mood, what else are you just talking about besides your emotions? What else is going on here? Answer? Your feelings, how you feel. So let's add that to our paper. How you feel? Your emotions. Now on the back of that paper, keep it clean. On the very back, we're going to write that down. The very back of the entire packet, we're writing mood, how you feel, and your emotions. Now, the definition is a little bit different. We're going to go over that in just another minute. But I want you to think about the word tone. Think about it without even using language arts or anything to do with literature. Think about when you were at home, you got in trouble, and your mom said, I don't like your tone. What are you talking about with that kind of tone? Isaiah? How do you sound? How do you sound? What's that about? How do you sound? What else about tone? What is another type of tone? Think about music and the tone in a music. Can you describe the tone of a song? Think about the tone of a bird as a word. Don't you know about bird? How would the tone be? What are we talking about? Are we talking about if it's fast or slow? If it's loud or quiet? What do we mean by tone with the bird song? Sierra?
Like the pace and the melody and stuff.
So the pace or the speed. We could be talking about the melody. Okay. So today in this class period, we're going to be learning about tone versus mood with language arts. Now, the mood has to do with your feelings and your emotions, but the mood has to do with the reader or the listener. So I want you to write down the reader next to mood. And as readers, when we're listening or reading something, we get a certain feeling or a certain emotion from something that we are reading. Now, the tone is slightly similar. However, we need to add how you feel and emotions, but leave this part blank. Word do you think we should put where it says how blank feels from what he is writing, but also the other thing that we're going to get as readers? What word do you think would fit in there, Abdullahi?
Author.
How the author feels. So the tone has to do with the author. And it's what the author is using. And I want you to also write down word choice. Specific words add to the tone. Remember the Forest of Silence chapter from Trouble Don't Last? Who remembers that one? With the Riverman? And the Riverman tells them, he tells Samuel and Harrison about when he has all these scars, and Samuel keeps looking at him kind of strange. Raise your hand if you remember that scene. Samuel keeps looking at him kind of strange, and he says, remember when my master took that board off the barn and hit him so hard one night? And what was that consequence? What happened to the Riverman's face?
He has scars.
He had those horrible scars on his face. And the Forest of Silence, what happened after Samuel learned about what happened to the Riverman? What did Samuel do? What was the tone in that story? How do you think the author wanted us to feel after hearing the horrible story of what happened to the riverman? Scared. Very good. He was very scared and seeing how bad he was treated when he was a slave, that as readers, we were scared and we just got really quiet because it was a very serious tone. Now, we need to act something out so that you can understand a little bit better about how tone can affect a story. Now, your flashcards, I want you to go ahead and put those away in your envelope and put those under your desk. We're going to keep this paper out. But I need a couple of actors for this scene. And Abdullahi and Martha, if you can do me a favor, move those desks all the way over so they line up with that. Now, I already had one volunteer, and Isaiah, if you could just stand over here. Now, I need a couple of girls who are going to be gossiping at their locker. I need some volunteers for this part of the scene. I need some girls who are going to be all dramatic, gossiping at their lockers. Okay.
Regina.
Martha, will go? Okay, Martha, Sierra, go over there. Jasmine, can you help out here?
Trinity.
Okay, Trinity, go on up. Parrish, you're going to be over here. You have a special job. Have a seat. I'll let you know when your special job comes up. Abdullahi, I also have another special job for you. I would like you to sit in that chair right next to Parrish. Okay, now, everybody else, I have a special job for you. I need you to write, don't say anything on your paper. Please write that right now. Do not say anything because you're going to want to say something so bad and it's going to drive you crazy. And anytime you want to say something, I want you to keep circling that because what we're going to get started doing is going to be a bit funny. And you're going to want to say anything, but don't say anything because it will ruin the tone of this story and this lesson. Okay. Now, what's going to happen here? Isaiah is just walking along, carrying his books, and Isaiah is going to trip and fall. But ladies, you're going to be over at your lockers right here, kind of going like this. And Sierra and Martha, you're going to kind of pass him, and he's just going to trip and fall. And how would you act if he tripped and fell in the hallway? What are some things that you've seen other students do? Let's help them out so they kind of know what to do. Go ahead.
Maybe laughing.
They might be laughing. Okay, what else?
Maybe say, are you okay?
Okay. There might be somebody that asks if it's okay or if he's okay. Martha, you're going to be the one that asks if he's okay. Sierra, you're just going to go. Just run through him. Trinity, you're going to go. Oh my gosh! Jasmine. You're just going to walk the other way, okay? Now, I'll be the teacher. I'm going to be the teacher that sees the end of it, and I'm going to say, okay, you're going to get sent to the principal's office, okay? This is going to be the principal's office. You're going to kind of line up over here. Abdullahi, when I call Mr. Manette, you're just going to sit right here, okay? You're not even going to say anything. You're just going to sit right there. When I call Mr. Ritter, Parrish, you're going to just stand right behind him. Now, everybody, let's practice. Circle. Don't say anything. It's going to be fun. I assure you. Okay. Now, are we ready? Now, the very first time, we're going to kind of, when you're giving your accounts of what happened, and Isaiah, you're going to look hurt. I mean, you're going to sit over there and just look hurt. You're just going to hold your leg, like, oh, you're going to have to go to the hospital or something. And just sit there and just look really upset. And ladies, you're going to give a little bit more of a negative tone. Because you're afraid of these consequences you're going to give. And when you give your story, okay? And then we're going to act it another time. Everybody ready? Start circling. Okay, ladies, over at your lockers here. Gentlemen, you're working, you're in your office, okay? Ready? Action. Remember Martha and Sierra, you're passing by, where ahead.
Oh! Are you okay?
Oh, Lord. What's going on here? Everybody, you go to the office. Right now, right now. Are you okay? Okay. Sit over there, please. Just try to, just hold your knee. You'll be okay. Mr. Without Spider. Okay, ladies.
What is going on?
Okay. Mr. Ritter, Mr. Manette, I saw he got hurt very bad. It's gonna be okay. Just cover your mouth. You're gonna be okay. Hold your knee. Okay. Thank you, Isaac. You're gonna just be quiet. Okay. Mr. Ritter, Mr. Manette, these ladies were in the area when he fell. Somebody caused this. We need to talk about what happened. If you can just talk to them. Please give your stories. Gentlemen, just listen. Go ahead.
Well, I was walking by and Trinity put on her hood and tripped him, and I asked if he was okay because I know Trinity would do something like that.
This is not funny. Stop laughing. This is not funny.
Oh, Martha, go stand over there. We'll wait to call you back in the office in just a minute. Okay, Jasmine, go ahead.
I didn't do anything. I was just at my locker, and then I just saw him fall, and I didn't know what to do. So I walked back over here.
Jasmine, go ahead. Sir,
I never gave that permission.
okay, Trinity.
I did nothing. I was standing right there.
Yeah,
Oh, ain't a word.
Okay, thank you, Trinity. Go ahead and stand over there. Sierra, please tell them what happened.
I just walked by, and then saw the fall, and I might have ran.
You ran? Why did you run?
Thank you very much. Now,
Let's take
the very first time, gentlemen. Oh, yes, they're going to check the cameras. Okay, gentlemen, we're going to act this out one more time. Now, I want you to write down a negative and a positive. We're going to put on your papers, I want you to take the event diagram. Parrish. In the paper, please. Okay, we're going to put a negative and a positive. So negative on the left, which is the first one. Now this time we're going to slightly change the tone of the story. Just go ahead and draw that on the very back. Just put it in. It doesn't have to be a very large Venn diagram. We're going to do a more positive enactment of when they got sent to the principal's office. Now, I'm going to get them ready so they know what to say in just a minute. But go ahead and set this up, and I want you to come up with some examples of what the witnesses said for the first one, please. Okay, gentlemen, Mr. Manette and Mr. Ritter, if you could just come back on. We're going to reenact the scene one more time. Isaiah, you're doing a little bit better, so we're going to send you back to class. Okay, everybody else. We're going to reenact the scene one more time. They're going to tell us what happens. Ladies, once you're done, they'll send you back to class. Okay, everybody else, I want you to start taking notes of what they say for the more positive example. Go ahead and line up.
I just started screaming. I didn't know.
I was so worried. Like, I didn't know what to do. I was just standing there feeling helpless because, like, I was so worried. I didn't know if he was hurt or something.
When you fell, I just started screaming. I didn't know what to do.
Why didn't you tell the teacher? Why are you laughing? You give me a fur.
Okay, go ahead,
I'm so sorry. I didn't do anything.
This is not funny.
Trinity, if you can explain what happened. Did you see anything? Do you know what was going on?
I didn't see anything, but I might have tried.
Yeah, you might be extremely.
Okay. Now, office telling what happened to Isaiah and in the hallway. Conroe, what was one of the things that they said?
They said that that Sierra screamed when she saw him.
Okay, so Sierra was screaming. Let's write that down. Okay. What did Martha say? Martha blamed Trinity. Okay. What else happened? What about when Jasmine came up or when Trinity came up? What do you remember them saying to Mr. Ritter and Mr. Burnett? Is that right?
I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened. How did she exactly say, I don't know what happened? Can you imitate that, Fahad?
What Trinity said?
Imitate it. How did it sound? What do you think the tone was like?
It was so sassy. She was like, I ain't
Oh,
doing nothing.
sassy tone. I didn't do anything. Now, wasn't it one of them said, I didn't do anything and I don't know. What was the other one? I don't know what. What was the
I
last
don't know.
one?
She said, I don't know what happened, and she went back to her.
I don't know what happened and then walked away. But what was the tone of her walking away? Was it?
No.
Was it like that? How was it different, Josephine? Tell me the other one. I don't know what happened. What should I do? I don't know what happened. Was her feet like this? Would you say she stomped away? Kind of. Let's put stomped away. And add it to that tone. Okay. Now, the more positive tone. Martha, what was your tone like when you went up to Isaiah?
Like asking if he's hurt, like concerned.
Concern. Very good. What else? What else was going on here?
Martha claimed she was an innocent one, just trying to help.
Tried to help. Now, Trinity, I think it was Trinity or Jasmine. One of you said, I really don't know what happened. Which one said that? Jasmine? I really don't know what happened. Now, when you're having, when you go right up to somebody and you're saying, I don't know what happened, does she really not know what happened?
No.
Do you think she was truthful about it? Who do you think was also being very truthful, though? I really don't know what happened, or how are they feeling? They were scared, okay, so they were scared about Isaiah, because Isaiah was, they were scared, but also it was pretty serious, okay, scared